What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Adorama itself. My name is Seth Miranda. This is 42 West 18th Street, right here in the heart of the Flatiron District. If that's the only thing that goes wrong this time, we're gonna be okay. It's Cyber Monday. I had to jump on here. I'm fresh off a plane from London, and we're gonna go through all the stuff that Adorama's got going on for Cyber Monday. You've been through the Black Friday, right? Black Friday is really like Black Month now. I think we're going through like an entire few weeks of those deals. Cyber Monday is a little different. You're gonna get things that are exclusive just to today, and you're gonna find some really hardcore deals. And we're gonna get into this thing. So first, I gotta say what's up to Ronald in the chat. Mike, what's going on? Teddy P, Jorge, Keith McCord's in the chat. Now I know it's a party. Look at that, Keith McCord from our own New York over here. Listen, guys, you're looking at me at the actual Adorama store itself. This is not a green screen. If you're in New York, you're going to want to come in here it's yourself, because there's exclusive in-store deals as well, for especially on Flashpoint, which is Adorama's in-house brand for lighting, modifiers, grip. A lot of pro grip on sale just for today. Oh, I got to take off Teams on this here. Hang on a second. You guys are going to start seeing all sorts of stuff you shouldn't be seeing. It's all right. Quit. All right. It's live. This is why you join in live. If you miss it live, we're gonna do it. All right, so first, let's jump into the actual website itself. But just so you guys know, we're gonna do two giveaways, okay? First of all, you guys are going to be looking at, boom, two different $50 gift cards that you are able to vie for in a raffle. So there's gonna be a link in the chat. I'm gonna call out two winners throughout the chat as we go on through this next hour. So you're gonna wanna stick with me, and you're gonna wanna go and follow those Gleam instructions for the link. It's gonna be in the chat at any moment from somebody sitting behind me. Right?
Yeah. Right on.
Yeah, thanks, Akiva. There you go. You listening? All right. Once you guys see that link, hit it. Is it US only? Yeah. It's US only, guys. Sorry, you know the rules. I don't wanna hear it. You know what it is, all right? Just go ahead and follow that, and as we go forward, you can gain more and more chances to win a $50 gift card here from Adorama, and you can use that online. Don't worry about that. And don't forget, we've got some other deals. Before I jump into anything else, I want to give a quick shout out to Printique, who I actually use all the time for printing. It is the Adorama Print Lab, and you guys can use this code down here for 25% off. So Holiday Snap 25, use that code at checkout. And this is a good one for pros, because I know a lot of you shoot holiday family photos and get prints made. Well, now you can get a little bit more of that margin going by getting this deal yourself for any of the orders you're gonna be putting out there. So check out Printique and use that holiday code at checkout, okay? So do a quick screenshot, I'll wait. Use it, all right? I just wanna get that off and out there. And the other thing I'm gonna clue you in before we, come on, there we go. Before we go into the sales, I wanted to clue you guys in on another giveaway that's going on. Adorama's giving away an A7R5 from Sony. Yeah, this is a real thing. This is actually happening. If I can find it, I totally had it up. All right, here we go. Holiday giveaway from Adorama. You're looking at a Sony A7R5 and a Pelican case of your choice, as long as it's with under $500 in retail value. This is awesome, right? You're talking about a massive camera here, around $3,500, $4,000 camera right now, full frame, 61 megapixel of current generation Sony, and you're able to win it just by entering. You get a chance to win this thing. So hit the link in the chat for that. I know it's a lot of links, a lot of things to check out, but that's what this stream is. So put on your helmets, we're going deep, all right, guys? Listen. You got to talk about a top-end Sony right now, and probably one of the most prolific case makers in the game, and you could win it. So just check out the link in the chat that we're putting in there, and we'll get it going, okay? And now, let's get into Cyber Monday. A lot of you out there are looking for good deals, not for somebody else. We know how this is. It's a price-protected industry. We try to get the deals when we can. It's usually the same price anywhere, but except for this time of year, right? So if you're looking for any cameras, lenses, let's talk about it. If you're looking at something between two things, you're not sure what's up, that's why I'm here. I literally live and breathe this stuff, so you don't have to. Okay? So let me know what you're looking at. Let me know what you're thinking about, what your problems and dilemmas are as far as checking out what gear you're looking at. And we'll see if it's out there. Obviously not everything be on a deal, but we can still talk about what you guys need, because it's not about getting the sale here, guys. It's about keeping you guys going. There's no point in doing this if you guys don't keep coming back. We cannot exist on this channel without you, right? What am I gonna talk to nobody? Look at, these seats are packed, people. No, I'm just kidding, I'm playing. No, but seriously, let me know what you guys are looking at. And if there's anything else you guys have concerns on, let me know. I'll try to answer them as best I can while I got the chat going. Hey, what's going on, Brandon, Marcus, Dominic, Pamela, what's going on? welcome to Adorama. Let's go do this, all right? If you guys are ready to go through Cyber Monday, I want you to type ready and where you're from in this world in that chat. I just want to see a rain of readies out there. Okay, so just to recap, we got two $50 gift cards up for grabs in the raffle for US only entrants in the Gleam links in the chat. We have Sony A7R5 we're doing a giveaway for. Links are going. A7R4. It's an A7R4? Yes. Okay, I got that wrong. A7R4, which is still a full frame 61 megapixel camera. Awesome, and you're also getting a Pelican case of your choice. So you don't have to get it for that camera, you get it for anything else. And we are talking about 25% off of Printique, which is with the code that I put out before. All right, you guys are ready. We got Nashville. What's going on, Nashville? I teach over there for Imaging USA. What's going on? I was there twice. Akiva, of course, I know you're here. You're right behind me. Kyle Hall, what's going on? Gary, I just want to see all the names. William, Robert Z. Robert Z is an OG in our industry. If you don't know Robert Z, you're messing up. That guy's a hero to us all. Kathy Brown, what's going on? I'll see you in St. Louis for Shutterfest round 3, right? I hope you're doing well. I know you're a Nikon shooter. Jeff Pitts, Ranger 7 Studios. All right, Daryl Hammond. Daryl Hammond. Hey, man. I'm pretty sure we've met. So, no problem. Yeah, Ronald, what's going on, man? I think the last time I saw you, Ronald, was WPI. With you all videos locked. Yeah, the workshop in London with Joe is amazing. I'll put out a video, but right now people are here to deals, man. People are here for the deals. So let's start going through it. First of all, I'm already like worked up. This is killing me. All right. And I have a very cold iced coffee to keep me alive. Hope you guys are doing well. Hey, what's going on, Victor? How you been? I haven't seen you in here in a while. Where are you at? I've been doing classes here, man. Where you at, Victor? Come on, buddy. All right, let's do it. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. All right, Cyber Monday deals. Now on the main page, obviously you're gonna see everything you can as far as what's up for grabs, but also look around the site because there's things that are still deals or maybe older stock that maybe you didn't realize was around that's totally suitable for you. That is still a good deal. Not everything is gonna be found directly on this front page, so you're gonna wanna dig deep into Adorama. Oh, wait a second, oh man, you know what? I forgot to tell you. Before we dig into this, there's even something more I want to talk about, because I feel like it's the most unsung secret of Adorama is the point system. I don't know if you guys realize this. I know there's so much. I promise we got all out. We got the whole hour, if not more. I know they're not gonna let me go here after an hour. So Adorama has the point system. If you shop at Adorama, especially in the store, all day long, over there at the register, I hear them go, hey, you have some points, do you wanna use them? And then the consumer goes, wait, what? And it's free money. Just because you shop here, and that means that every dollar you spend adds to points, which equates into dollars. And think about it this way: if you're buying cameras at Adorama, you're talking about $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 cameras using pro equipment. Forget about it, right? It's big ticket items. Get some money back. Check this out. Bing. Every dollar is a point. After you get 500 points, $5 back. 1,000 points, $10. So 2,000 points, $20 back. Let's say you bought a mid-range full frame camera and a lens. You're probably hitting around a $3,000 mark. It's free battery, free case, free memory card, right? Or just takes a little hit off of the price itself. It's just a little thing, but it's something that will add up over time. And the only times I've come in here after buying cameras and I end up getting something basically for free that I needed and I didn't really want to pay for, but you know, it's that thing you need. It's not fun, but you need it, like a hard drive or something. It becomes way less money. These are the times. These are the times we live in, people. All right? Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm gonna move this over because I know I'm being blocked by a watermark right now, but that's okay. This is live, guys. I'm not kidding. I'm fresh off an airport right now. And some of you guys know I just went through a whole lot of drama with my phone, but it's okay. We're here. You guys with me in that chat? Let me know. I apologize. I misspoke. It wasn't an A7R5. It's an A7R4, which is still a banger camera. Don't even start with me on that. And it's free. Don't start. Do not. Do not. It's still a great camera. Don't start with me. Rick from Austin, Texas, ready from Brooklyn. Stephanie Sanchez, you're in Brooklyn and you're not here right now? Are you out of your mind? There's in-store exclusives. You already get the online stuff. Come here. And okay, I know, another thing. Just so you're aware, used department. Don't forget about that. You get a lot of good deals in the used department, and that stuff could be anything, right? But you're getting 10% off used. Yeah, so whatever that used price is, 10% off of that. And if you're a student, local, in town, you are from NYU, Parsons, whatever, coming to the store, 10% both ways. That means trading and buying. So if you're giving in a camera, you're getting 10% bonus on it. And if you're buying something, you get 10% off it. That's crazy. If you're doing a trade-in straight up for something else, huge, huge. So check out the used department as well. I know Angel here is very enthusiastic and wants to hang out with you guys for sure. All right, Cyber Monday, let's do it. I'm sorry guys, this is how we do it, right off the cuff. You know how we do it. You know how we do it. Tyler's in the chat. Tyler, you do not need another Sony. Yeah, you do. Who am I talking to? Pros always need another camera because they're always neurotic that something somehow is going to happen to that camera. We're not going to be able to do our job, right? Check out the links. All the links. You're going to be like inundated with links because there's just so much going on here. Whew. All right, already out of breath. This is a good start. Let's do this, man. I need some cardio in my life or sleep. Let me know. All right, let's do this. We're going into the core page of Adorama right now. You can see that it's all separated by category, right? If you're looking for cameras, lenses, you know, lighting in studio, video, photo accessories. So if you're looking for something that's not camera related or maybe a third party something for something else, this is kind of where you want to go. We're going to kick it off with cameras, and I'm going to start off with this Lumix S5. Now, the S5 is a full frame camera, right? A full frame mirrorless camera from Lumix. You're looking at a really capable camera, and it has some, I think the special thing about this camera is more so about the video specs, but you're still talking about a full frame camera with L-mount glass. L-mount is nuts. You're talking about Lumix, Leica glass, Sigma. You have so many options when it comes to L-mount glass that you can get for this camera that $1,000 camera to start, and then whatever you want to do for a lens after the fact, you're pretty much staying pretty close to the budget of whatever you're looking at and still getting a camera out of it with a lens. That's the thing, right? It's always like the camera but no lens. This is a pretty capable camera, but I know what you're going to say. What about the S5 II? They're both on deals, guys. They're both on deal. Let's just really quickly, because I set this up so I have to use it. We're going to do this, and we're going to go over to camera one because that's what we do here. So you guys are looking at it. This is the Lumix S5 I, right? Flip out screen, right? Bada bing, bada boom, right? And I know what you want to see. You want to see that full frame. Oh, the full frame goodness right there. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, it shines so bright. Shines so bright. S5 for, you're talking about, I mean, let's be real. A full frame mirrorless camera. Did you guys ever think you would see a full frame mirrorless camera for under $1,000 at this point? I mean, it's kind of crazy right now. But the S5, I know the S5 II is on deal as well. Let me see if I pulled that up also. Yep, here it is. S5 Mark II. So see how quickly that price jumped as soon as you put a lens on it, and then you go into Mark II. But of course, the special thing about the S5 Mark II that I think everybody wants from this thing, oh, this is the Mark II, is the phase detect autofocus, right? We're looking at contrast based on the S5, but if you've been someone that just wants to get quicker autofocus, subject detection, tracking, all of that, you're looking at phase detect on the S5 Mark II. That's a big difference, and maybe that's worth it to you. So all in with a lens, and you get all the features that we're talking about for under $2,000. So you're looking at without a lens, $1,000 for the S5, but with the lens, the phase detect autofocus, all that in, you're talking about in your hand, able to shoot for $2,000. I think that's pretty good. And keep in mind, this is full frame, not APS-C, not Micro Four Thirds, which Lumix has been known for with the Micro Four Thirds space. Full frame, big difference, big deal. I suspect Seth was cramming by watching the Home Shopping Network. Does that still exist? Does Home Shopping Network still exist? I gotta tell you, I watched that a lot when I was sick as a kid, and I never understood why people needed plates to have clowns on them. I didn't understand anything that they were selling and why people would want any of that, but I hear you. Thanks, Micah. All right, so that was my pull from Lumix. I think that's super. I think especially because some of the things about Lumix that aren't talked about, their build quality is incredible, their ergonomics are great. Some people really love their color science. I feel that their color science is really close to like Kodak Gold, if you know what I'm talking about. And they have really great stabilization. And Panasonic is a legacy brand. You're talking about a massive worldwide brand that it supports everything they've ever done. So I think it's something to look at if you're looking at camera brands. Lumix is kind of one that I think gets glossed over too quickly. So do yourself a favor and don't miss out on Lumix itself. Let's jump into Nikon land because you're watching me on Nikon Z6 IIs. This event space is a bunch, 6 Nikon Z6 IIs. Well, guess what? They put it on sale for today also. Yeah, I'm not kidding you. Here it is. Boom. Of course, it gives me that. $1,600, full frame, 24 megapixel camera. And then the thing about this camera is you can get 10-bit video out of this thing. So you're not just doing 8-bit video, you can get 10-bit video externally recorded, and it's Nikon Z system, which the glass is awesome. You know, like I said, you've been watching me on this, you've been seeing me, Daniel Norton, do demos using these cameras. So if you've been looking at getting that Nikon, you're saving a good chunk of change, and they're throwing in a bunch of stuff. You're looking at memory cards, cases, I think there's a sensor cleaning kit in there. So you're getting a bunch of extras in there, and you're just able to get this out of the box and go shoot. Of course, If you want to throw a lens on it, you can. The 24-70 f4, the kit comes out to 22 with all this stuff, plus ND filters and other things in there. Check out that if you want. However, there's another Nikon that's like looming in the back over here. And I know it's the one you guys really care about. Oh, I didn't pull it up, did I? It's all right. This is a Nikon Z8. Yeah, I know. It's all right, calm down. Hey, breathe, all right? Listen, the Nikon Z8 is insane. Why? Because you're looking at a Z9 flagship camera that's usually $5,500 for a ridiculously reduced price and the same capabilities. Let's pull this thing up right now. Bada bing. $3,700 for a full frame, 46 megapixel camera that is basically a smaller version of the best technology Nikon has out right now. And I'm a Z9 shooter, you guys know that. I also shoot GFX 100, but the Z9 is my workhorse. And when I got to do the video with Joe McNally for the Z8, it felt exactly like I was using a Z9 pretty much without having one custom button. That was about it. So if you've been looking for a smaller, compact version of a Z9, easier price point, this thing is $300 off. Like, they don't even have to put it on sale, but they're like, you know what, put it on sale. Like, it's already selling. It's already ridiculous. It's brand new. I think this came out like maybe 4 months ago, maybe? When did I hang out with Joe? Well, I hung out with Joe like last week. So, but this is everything you could want, including the video, right? And raw. We're talking about raw internal video. You're talking about 10-bit, I'm sorry, you're talking about 12-bit raw, ProRes raw video in here. This is insane without needing an external recorder. So keep in mind, with the Z8, Z9, it's not just what the camera is, it's what you don't need to buy with it. You don't need to buy an external recorder to get that full-on video out of it. You don't need to get 8K, 60 frames per second raw video right here. You don't need to spend another grand to get it out of the camera. That's what's crazy about it. And if you've been looking at a Z9 and you're like, it's too big and too heavy, I get it. It's not for the weak, I get it. I love that camera, but this thing is a nice option and it's on sale. And don't forget, you guys can absolutely get it with a lens. I'm gonna recommend it with the 24-120 full f4. You are looking, not this lens, this is a 50mm 1.8, but in here, every camera is this lens. So the 24-120 is that lens that is a little longer than the 105s that you guys are used to. F4, fine, but because it has such a short minimum focusing distance, you still get that shallow look because you can step closer to your subject and simulate that bokeh, the bokeh that you guys love so much. It's a great all-around lens, especially for weddings if you guys need to do like wide shots of a group, tight shots of a bride, get in there and get close to a ring. It can handle it. So if you're looking for an all-around lens and you're looking for a great all-around camera for both photo and video and be like top end but not be super top end pricing, I gotta recommend this kit, and you're still looking at $500 off, guys. Like, it's nuts. Then you throw on the points, right? Oh yeah, what about those points, Seth? I know, you guys are crazy. So you're looking at 40 to $50 back on top of that, right? That's some memory cards, that's some battery, right? That's something. So, you see how quickly those points make sense after a minute, especially in our game. Look, I get it. We all cry that we have to buy extra gear, upgrade redundancies, but this is the time that we kind of don't have to take the hit so hard, right? So I understand where you're coming from. I'm in the same boat, but the points definitely help. It racks up over time. And if you're gonna go that deep and heavy on something like this, this is pro-end pricing. That's what we're looking at. So get the money back, right? It happens here at Adorama. That's all I'm saying. All right, I haven't even been looking at you guys. You guys doing all right in that chat? Wow, it is flying. It is flying. You guys psyched so far? I think they've been finding some pretty good deals to kick to you guys. We've been talking mainly about cameras, so I'm gonna take a break from cameras for a second, and I'm gonna talk about Flashpoint, Adorama's in-house brand. Bang. This guy is the little soda can. Actually, let's go to camera number, blah, blah, blah. This is the little guy, right? This is the 100 soda can. This thing, I'm gonna take off the adapter. This is a stand adapter that will let you put it on all stands. But look at this thing. We're looking at, see, it doesn't do the mirror image thing, so I don't know where I'm going. You look, this is it. This is 100. You guys have seen my video on Adorama TV. I should have put that link in the chat. But this is a zoomable head. It is active cooled with a fan, right? So you can bang on it a little harder. And this is it. 100. If you're doing a lot of things with small strobe and you are not putting that camera, and you're not putting that strobe on camera, you're gonna wanna look at stuff like this. Normally a $300 light, $180, guys. I mean, you wanna talk about almost half off? If you've been looking at getting a 2-light set, this is the time to do that. You get what I'm saying? You feel me? But I know what you're saying. You're like, Seth, I care so much about aesthetics, and I don't wanna just get black plastic and that. White. Comes in like 5 colors, guys, and they're actually pretty cool colors, but a lot of wedding guys are going towards the white lights. I don't know. Let me know if you shoot weddings. Is this something that go, oh, you know what? I want my stands white. I want my lights white. You know, you get that extra expensive wedding that they actually care what you look like. You know, you got to wear a clean shirt. I get it. You know, you get the white the white Flashpoint. But it comes in like turquoise, and let me go into this. Comes in turquoise, comes in pink, which I think is actually pretty cool. But if you notice, which I don't think people talk about, the colors that they pulled out are colors that you could put into a frame and let it meld in. So let's say you shoot against brick walls, red, right? It can be in frame and not be like crazy and stuff like that. Or, you know, like this forest green, you can do outside in the woods and it can kind of disappear a little bit. Yes, the black is probably your mainstay, but if you're looking at colors, some people actually do consider that, believe it or not. And $180 for 100 watt second, zoomable head, and all the Flashpoint stuff that goes along with it, right? The modifiers, the adapters, all that stuff you're looking at, right? Is Gavin Hoey in my chat? Is Gavin Hoey in my chat? Oh my gosh. Gavin, I'm honored. What's up, man? I was just in your world. I'm sad that we didn't get to hook up, but you know how it is, man. Gavin, what color 100 are you, man? I feel like you're a turquoise guy. I could be wrong. Although I'm sure you have like endless black ones, right? Anyway, you have 5. Test Shoot says he has 5 of these for his Fuji kit. Really useful, even filled a small beauty dish well. Yeah, I think you guys have to realize that power, you only need more power when you need more power. If you have a lot of ambient light, you're overpowering, that's when you need more power. But if you're using mainly fill lights, if you're in a controlled environment like this, if your light is never on full power, which it kind of shouldn't be, if you're shooting somewhere at like 1/8 power on a 400 watt second light, you're in range for this. So what are you lugging around a 400 watt second boat anchor for when you could be doing this? Or paying for more power when you can have multiple points of light. Now I can shoot near key light, backlight, right? Key light, hair light, key light, fill light, make it a little glowy. Give them that, what do you guys call it? Clamshell lighting. Oh, the clamshell. I know you guys love it, but I'm just saying, I'm of the school of more lights, more points of light than like one giant powerful light that I might not ever even use all that power. So look at the way you shoot. A lot of the times you go, man, I need that f1.2 lens, but I don't have $3,500. Do you ever shoot wide open? Are you constantly shooting at f8? What are you gonna pay that money for? Get yourself the gear that works for you so you stay shooting, not killing yourself to pay back yourself for all the gear that's bogging you down, right? Get the stuff that works for you. Fill out the kit. Don't get the one piece, you know, stuff like that. I'm sure Adorama loves hearing me say all this, but that's what we do. We just want to, listen, we want to make sure you keep going. It's not about inundating. It's about going forward. And sometimes it's about making the right choices and you stay psyched on creating, right? All right, let me see what we got going on here.
Seth,
yep.
red is the hot color of the season.
Red is the hot color of the season?
Yes.
Is that the Pantone color this year?
No, it's not the Pantone color. It's just in fashion.
Okay, so our own Mary Irene is telling me that red is the way to go. And I gotta tell you, I kind of agree. I think that's Ferrari red. Look, Iron Man could have painted it any color. Iron Man went with red. I get it. I'm with you. I'm with you. Man, it's hot in here, huh? Man. But it's just cool. You can even make a multicolored kit. Look, if I were to make a kit, I'll tell you, I'd do black, red, and white. I think that's like pretty sleek, right? And here's where I'm gonna get a little Illuminati on you, right?
Oh no, Illuminati.
Key light black, fill light white, background light red. You don't have to think about what light is in what group because they're basically color coded. Kind of cool, right? So if you always just left your white light on B and your black light on A, pretty good, right? So just an idea, just some thoughts. Although the rest of us just use gaff tape and write a letter on it, right? I know, I know, I got you. All right, I'm gonna jump off of the lighting for a second because I wanted to talk to you guys about Garmin. Garmin is a legendary, like a legacy brand, right? It's been around forever. People have trusted their life with it. Well, there's a lot of stuff going on here. I have just in, right? We're looking at the Garmin Fenix 7X Sapphire Solar, and we're looking at the Garmin Fenix 7X Solar 51 Multisport. Both are $200 off. So me being a great host, I'm gonna actually look those up right now. Fenix 7. But just so you guys have an idea, I'm gonna go over to this camera. We're looking at this guy right here. Whoop, right there. So Garmin, if you guys are looking for a watch that can work wherever you are, you need GPS, you need health indications, you need all that stuff wherever you're going. If you're one of those wilderness shooters, you got it right here, right? And it looks pretty good, actually. Although it would be good if I put it up right side up, right? So we're gonna, you can check it out right here.
That first giveaway is closing at 12:30, so really soon.
All right. So you're looking at it, $200 off those two watches. So check those out if you're looking for anything like that. You might want to consider it. You're talking about compass, GPS, training technology. There's a flashlight in these things. I mean, it's everything you need in a smartwatch, especially if you're not in a place that has any signal. Keep that in mind, right? So this is what you might want to check out. $200 off Garmin. And again, who doesn't know Garmin? They've been around forever, right? Just so you guys know, the link at the top is for the Cyber Monday deals, but the link for the giveaway, the first $50 gift card, is closing in 4 minutes. I'm going to call the winner for that one, all right? So stay in, don't leave, and go and hit that link and enter as many things as you can to give yourself a better chance. It's free money, guys. If you're US only, just know that, okay? All right, I am all over the place. Is there anything you guys want to look at or checking out that you want me to jump into? Otherwise, I'm just going to keep spitting things at you. All right. And also, yeah, if it's your first time here, hit like, really helps us out. You know, if you learned anything from Adorama over the years in the 13 years? I think it was 13, 2020. That's right. So it's 13, our little channel is getting bar mitzvahed. So 13 years you guys have been with us. If you learned anything, hit like, hit subscribe, share the channel to other people. We've given you endless free education in this game. We're just trying to keep you guys going. That including Wednesday, I'm going to be live right here in the same format with our own Ab Cisse, who is like the man and probably one of the best lighting technicians I've ever met in my life. So don't forget, Coffee with Creators is every Wednesday here at 11 a.m. And don't forget, we have videos once, if not twice a day, every day. So check that out. Hit subscribe if you're new here. Any deals on lenses? Funny you should ask. Yes. Okay. Any other questions? No. Yes, of course there's deal on lenses. If you go over, and what kind of a question is, are there any deal on lenses? What do you shoot, right? You can't just buy any lens and put on any camera, right? You guys got to kind of figure out what you want to go with. Mazel tov. Thanks, Robert. Appreciate it. Any Fuji deals? Yeah, so there are some, nothing too crazy. If you're in the Fuji system, I pulled this one out. This is the Fujifilm XS10. This thing is a nice, sleek little camera with a lot of stuff inside it. And you're talking about $900 with no lens, right? You're talking about a camera. If you're already in the Fuji system, you want that extra side, you want that thing that can do the BTS while you're shooting. If you're just getting started, don't want a big bulky camera, want really fun interface, Fujifilm, right? They're known for their color, great build quality. I use Fujifilm, I use the GFX. You saw my XT5 video where I shot that chubby one-eyed cat on a piano. Yes, it exists, check it out. But the XS10 is there, and you can pair it with a lens that you want. I'm sorry, I got a guy in front of me with like his pants falling down. I got 18 to 55, which is a nice all-around lens. You're talking about a 2.8 to f4 lens, which is nice, that 2.8 look, right? 18 to 55 with the XS10, $1,300, pretty good. I'm gonna say that if you're already in the Fuji system, just getting this as an extra body is not a bad idea, guys. Really not a bad idea, a $900 price point to get in, but you have that extra camera. Also good for live streaming, right? You just need that little camera to get a signal out of it to go into OBS and pop out live. You've got it, right? So that's where I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna hydrate before I die. Let me know if you guys have any other questions going on. A light meter, never used one. I don't know what to tell you, man. All right, let me take a sip and then I'm gonna school you in a second. Hang on. You're always using a light meter. Just happens to be in your camera, right? But that light meter is measuring what's up. Okay, we're giving away a gift card, right?
Yeah, I'm picking the winner right now.
All right, they're gonna pull the winner and then we'll let you guys know. As far as light meters go, and I don't know why we're getting on this tangent, but I really feel I need to defend light meters. If you're looking for precision, consistency, you're really looking to dial in what you're trying to do. I know that Gavin Hoey uses a light meter, constantly uses the Sekonic 308, which is probably the most widely used light meter out there, especially for schools. It's a great thing to have. It's that thing you buy once, no matter what light you buy, no matter what camera, lens, tripod, grip, whatever you buy, it's still that same light meter. And especially if you do tabletop or something you're trying to get really calibrated, don't overlook having a light meter in your bag. And also, the more you use a light meter, the more you understand how your camera is reading light as well. And I do see people change over time and evolve a little bit as they learn how light meters actually detect light and see light. So I'm just gonna do it. All right, anyone still using XH1? I don't know, actually. I don't know. That's a good question. I bet you there's some good deals on XH1s in used though, I'll say that, okay? All right, are we going in? We're going to it? All right, Akiva. Really? I think I know what this is. All right, if you guys are ready to hear who won this, I want to hear a bunch of readies in the chat. Like rain it down. Actually, I'll turn around so you know I'm not cheating. Rain it down. Rain it down. I want to see ready if you guys want to know who won the $50 gift card. Only Marcus is ready? Come on. Kathy Brown, I know you're ready. Dominic, Doug S., David, John, Kenneth Gross, Daryl Hammond, D. Nice. Okay. Mary, all right, she can be ready. Talent Photography NYC, what's going on? All right, the winner of the first $50 gift card is Deborah Mercaldo. Deborah Mercaldo, congratulations in that chat. Hope you guys can even see that. I know, it's the most flashy way to show you guys, right? We use WordPad, so don't worry about it. All right, let's move on. All right, we did, actually, no, talking about lenses, let's go talk about Canon for a second, because this is a lens that, I'm not kidding you, every single time I go live to talk to you guys about deals, someone always asks, is the 7200 on sale? Well, yeah, it is now, okay? Here it is. $500 off the 7200 2.8 for the R mount. This is not the EF lens. This is the R mount. This is the one that has external zoom, which means that it's compact in that bag. Some people think this is amazing. Some people wanted the traditional. Well, I tend to think if it's in your bag, you're more likely to use it, right? And this will fit in that bag. 7200 2.8, and this is a legacy glass. This is the 2.8. This is a showpiece for that brand. And you're looking at Canon RF mount, not EF. This is current lens. I know, you guys hear a lot of stuff of like, this lens is on sale. Then you read, oh, it's the DSLR mount. And you go, wah, wah, wah. No, RF mount. So I hope that works out for you guys. And the other one I found was the 7200 F2. The reason I'm pulling this one up, I know this is a crazy piece of glass. I know, it's crazy. $500 off though, which, you know, still, but it's a $2,600 lens for a reason. If you watch my Comic-Con video, you'll see that almost every other photographer that was shooting there was pulling out this lens, and the next word out of their mouth was like, I know, but trust me, it's amazing. Because no one really gets this lens till they shoot it, but if you have shot it and you are looking for it, why not jump on it now when it's $500 off? You're gonna wait and then pay $500 when you wait? Why? You've been looking at it. You've been going, maybe one day. Today is one day.
Today's the day.
Today is the day. You know, every time I pass by the chess playing guys at Union Square, I'm like, one day, and they always say, today is one day. So if you've been looking at this lens, it might be the time to jump on it. I know it's a chunk of change. And remember guys, I don't care what you buy. I don't care what you buy, but I want you to be happy and saving where you can and go forward with shooting. This is our community, and this is part of the way I protect it, is making sure everyone's kitted out proper, okay? So it's a big lens, but it is beautiful. Our own Fernando Martinez shoots it a lot with the Canon R5C, you know, a cinema camera that's in the palm of your hands that you can build out. And I even think there's a deal on the Canon R5C actually. And what do you know? There is. Let's do this. Wow, that's actually a lot off. Okay, so you're looking at $900 off the Canon R5C. This is a cinema camera. They put that C badge on this thing for a reason, because it actually is legitimately part of their line. Is this the day that everybody just comes up to the window? What is this? So I don't know if they can see me. What's up, man? I'm talking to a camera, not you. I'm talking to a camera. Yeah, I know, right? Okay, moving on. You're talking about an 8K ready camera, 60 frames per second, internal raw recording. And I do believe that the update for the R5C has now made it Netflix approved. So if you're someone out there that's pitching jobs and they're looking for someone that can shoot and provide a DP that can film for a Netflix ready project, you are, right? And Canon did that through firmware updates, which is amazing. That shows how much support that they give to pros in this market. So I got to give a lot of props to Canon on that one. And I want to see Seth's view. No, you don't. Trust me. This guy, you didn't want to see him. I'll promise you that one. All right. But that was New York. I think that was like as New York as it gets. Anyway, have any of you guys been looking at the R5C? Keep in mind, if you're saving $900 on it, this is the type of camera that you kit out, right? You're gonna put the cage on there. You're gonna get the grip. You're gonna also throw on the external battery, because a lot of features in this camera unlock once you put in external battery source, like a micro PD delivery battery. You can do that, right? Because you're already saving the $500. So if you guys have been looking at the Canon R5C, now's the time. If you do the Fernando Martinez signature kit with the 28 to 70 f2, you're saving a good amount of money both ways. So I think together you're saving about $1,000 on that kit. it's a lot of money one way or another, right? And don't forget, I know, I'm annoy all of you. If you're gonna spend that kind of money, guys, get the points, right? You're talking about thousands of dollars, get a few hundred back, right? So don't forget about that. This what? What's the bonus points? You get 1,000 bonus points this week? So they're gonna give you 1,000 bonus points this week, which means an extra $10. Not bad, right? So you're starting off with that. Also, I don't know if you guys know about VIP Pro. VIP Pro is something that you sign up for $50 a year, $49 a year, sorry. $49 a year, and you get double points. So you double the points, and I get free 2-day shipping. So free 2-day shipping, double the points. So if you're buying something as heavy as an R5C with that lens, doubling those points equals up to even more, right? So don't forget about that. Can we get Fernando Martinez signed edition? Have you ever seen that guy try to sign? Oh, it's a whole thing. Puffs out his chest. He checks the wind. It's a whole thing. I mean, I love him to death. Fernando, if you're watching, man, I hope you're all right. All right, I'm gonna shout this one out to our own Gavin Hoey. OM System. Yep, Micro Four Thirds, we're gonna jump into it. OM1 was actually really well received as a camera, very capable camera, 120 frames per second continuous shooting. So you don't even need global shutter for it apparently. $1,900, $300 off. So if you're in the Olympus system, if you're wanting their top end camera and stay current, now's a good time to jump on it as well, right? I gotta say their stabilization is probably some of the best in the game. I've seen some amazing like long exposure shots with OM systems that have been pretty mind-blowing. The high-res shot, if you're someone that shoots landscape, it's a small system, really nice to compact, but if you do the multi-shot high-res mode, 80 megapixel, pretty good, right? Yeah, that's you, Gavin. What's going on? David Freebie. I would say don't sleep on Olympus, but now we have to come to terms, guys. Olympus is, it's over, man. It's OM system now. It's OM system. So all the OG gear that says Olympus, probably gonna jump in value for collectors, but OM system is going forward. They're doing a lot of firmware updates to their cameras to get them ready for what they're trying to do technology-wise. So if you're in that system, you like the Zuiko lenses, I think I'm saying that right, or you have a bunch of them, the OM one's a good buy, $300 off. I think it's pretty good. Micro Four Thirds. Okay, we got a bunch of Micro Four Third nerds in the chat. Where's the Brooklyn Reflector? It's in storage, guys. No Brooklyn Reflector today. I'm sorry. That will never be on sale. Not for you. It's worth more. It's worth more than it's being on sale. All right. Let's move on. Let's move on. I did the Canon lenses. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. We have another $50 gift card to give away, guys, and we're doing that. It's open now. Link is in the chat. If you guys want to enter the giveaway for the second $50 gift card, we'll let you know when that name is going to be picked up. But for right now, jump in there, fill out all the stuff, get as many raffle tickets as you can in there to be able to win. All right. So there's another chance for you to win the $50 gift card. Sorry about that. And don't forget the A7R4 giveaway as well. Let me pull that back up. If you guys are just joining the chat, don't forget we have the holiday giveaway, the A7R4 and a Pelican case of your choice. It doesn't have to be for that camera. Maybe you need a big case. As long as it's $500 or less, you can request that case if you win. So first of all, monster deal. I mean, you're talking about a ridiculous amount. Oh wait, they're giving you the lens. They're giving you the 28 to 70, 3.5 to 5.6 lens. So at least you got something to shoot with as soon as you get the camera. But an A7R4 for free and a Pelican case, not bad. Don't forget about that one either, okay guys? Whew, punk rock photographer. Who said you won? I didn't say you won, but we're all winning today, right? With the prices. Hey, no? Okay. All right, I tried, guys. I tried. Signed on the sensor so it's on every picture. Can you imagine if that's how it worked? Like, can you imagine if influencers were like selling you little stickers to put on your sensor so you can be like a super fan and say, ah, I love it. I know Daniel Norton would love that. I know that. Is there a link for that? Link for what? What exactly are you asking for?
The giveaway?
The giveaway. There you go. In the chat. Keep an eye on Adorama putting stuff inside the chat, all right? All right, let's move on. I pulled out, I gotta give a shout out to Profoto, right? So if you're in the Profoto system like some of us are, the B10X Plus is $300 off. Yes, that like gets you batteries, okay? So if you're looking at this light, you might wanna check that out. But the Duo Kit is also on sale for $600, right? Which only makes sense. But the Duo Kit actually comes in a backpack, which is kind of cool. So you get all that stuff. These are 500 watt second lights and some pretty good continuous lights. So if you need to do some hybrid shooting for video, you can check out our video on Adorama TV, this channel of these lights where we actually use the modeling lights as constant lights to film the video with. So they're bicolor modeling lights, and it's Profoto, one of the most reliable brands on the planet, I'll tell you. You know, I know I'm probably biased on that, but they've been amazing for me, and this light alone is just awesome. And the mount system, right? That Profoto mount system that lets you zoom any modifier you put on it. It's like everything just works, right? They have all these different lights, but only 2 batteries, no real adapters. It's just like you're able to just go shoot. Amazing. And it stays consistent with color, exposure, always fires. The new remote, 100 channels. You can have 100 channels and you can be working in the most noisy environment and still be able to work, all right? You're still using Pro 7B packs? It just goes to show you how well they're built. The Pro 7B? Get out of here, man. Oh, no, thanks, Harrison. I appreciate that. Thanks for joining us. But yeah, Profoto, if you've been looking at upgrading or been looking to add another light to your kit, now might be the time. Save the $300, get the extra battery or whatever else, or maybe some speed rings, right? Everybody always needs more speed rings if you're into lighting. I know how it is. If you guys are in the chat, let me know if there's anything else you guys have been looking at. Cliff Hausner is coming in tomorrow. I should have mentioned that. Cliff, I love you, buddy. The immortal, the legendary Cliff Hausner will be shooting right here, 42 West 18th Street live. You can come hang out or join us live on the new channel, Adorama Events. So you want to type in @Adorama Events in YouTube, and that's the new channel. It's still young. You're going to want to jump in, get in early, be cooler than the kids that go into it later, right? And you're going to see everything that's beamed out of here. So there's got to be, what, like 4 months, right? Like about 4 or 5 months of live streams on there already. So you've probably been missing out on a bunch of free education and a community. I know a lot of you guys that are in there already are on there. The 3-pod tripod, let's do that. Let's do the 3-pod tripod. I totally pulled it out. This, I gotta say, when I was a kid and you bought a tripod, everybody always skimped on the tripod. Like, it's just a bunch of legs, who cares? You find out pretty quick, who cares? It doesn't do anything and you end up throwing it out. And they're usually around this price. $89 for a serious aluminum tripod that has that compactable design, you know, that design that's nice and tight to the bag, right? Not that wonky type. And if you wanted to just add a head, you can. So with the head, oh, I'm sorry, it's $89 with the head. I'm sorry. So even if you don't need the head, which you need the head, all right? Don't start this, all right? But if you want just the tripod, $60. Just shows you how cheap this is, because, or low cost, I'm sorry. Low cost it is, because I thought $89 without the head. The head is actually pretty good. Where did I put it? Right here. We're looking at, so you got your 3/8 thread on top, and then you got a full ball head for less than $100. Like, I'm into it. I'm into it. Like, look at that, and you're in it, right? That tall. And then you got the center column, right? So you have this tall of a tripod, right? With the center column and a ball head, full aluminum, not a bunch of plastic shaky legs, right? And it's got a good amount of weight to it for that stability, because I know how you guys are like, I want carbon fiber because it's so light. And then you put it down and you go, oh my God, it's not that stable because it's super light, and you put your bag on it. Well, if you're not such a stickler for weight and you want to save the cash, aluminum, this will stay stable. You get the ball head. I think it's a good deal, guys. I really do. I think they did a pretty good job on this one. 3-pod is an Adorama brand, so there's a whole line of stuff that's going on. There's also different ball heads. So if you said, oh, I wanted a bigger ball head or something different on it, or different friction points or whatever, you can, right? So you can keep on upgrading or add more to it. So 3-pod, oh, I did a video on these. What am I talking about? I did a video on the 3-pod, shot on the roof here at Adorama. Check that out on this channel. That was a pretty good live stream. I wanted to go into that too. All right, let me talk about this, because this is like probably the most popular light I've ever seen in my life. This is the Evolve, I'm sorry, this is the Evolve 200. You guys know this if you're in the Flashpoint system. I think every one of you that are in the Flashpoint system at one point or another have either had this light or are looking to get another one of these lights. It's a modular system, nice and flat, right? So basically, if you said, I like to shoot speed lights, but I want more power and I only keep them straight, that's what's basically happening here, right? And you have that modular head that lets you change it. Let me go to the other camera, because that, oh, I lost that camera. Is it not plugged in? Oh, I know what happened. I see what happened. This is what happens when you touch stuff. All right, let me go over here. Okay, cool. So now we're looking at this modular system, right? So you can change the head to all sorts of stuff. This is the speed light head. You can change it to bare bulb, which is nice for full, like bigger modifiers, right? Fill up that 5-foot octa if you want to give that a shot. But it's also, you know, change that battery on the fly and you can keep going. 200 watt seconds, and you can stack these next to each other in your bag, right? Bing, 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 bing. This is about 3 of them in your bag. That's 3 points of light, 600 watt seconds of light, and all the modular heads. I think it's pretty dope. Dan Norton just did a demo with these a minute ago was it on? It's on this channel, Adorama TV. So we have so many things going on, I can't keep track. So if you guys have been looking at that, now it's on a sick deal. You're looking at $100 off, right? So think of it this way. You're saving that money, get the extra batteries. That's the way I would do it. I think you can never go wrong with getting more batteries for a light that you have out in the field, because what good is a light if it has no power? It becomes a paperweight until you get home. Get a few extra batteries after you get the deal on it. Will it work with Godok's trigger? It's the R2 trigger system. Actually, you know what? Of course, Joe just walked away. I'll get you an answer on that for sure, because to this day, I'm still not sure about that. But it is the Flashpoint R2. I think it should. Personally, I think it does. I just want to get 100% confirmation on that. And another thing you got to realize about this is because of the shape, you can put this into any S2 style adapter, like that clamps down like this, and you can use any modifier that's Bowen's. So that beauty dish, right? And the beauty dish is cool because you have the bare bulb adapter, so it spreads around that beauty dish pretty proper. You know, you might want to check that out as well. All right. You have a couple of those? I know you do. Everybody has a couple of these. Somebody, I guarantee you, somewhere in a cloud, I got another one I forgot about. They're just everywhere. It's got to be, I'm not kidding you. I think this is the most popular light I've ever seen. And another thing I like about it, which is something no one talks about because I'm the only guy that's stupid enough to care about it, 1/4-20 mounts all over it, which means I can put it onto an articulating arm without needing an adapter. I can just screw it in. Or you can put it right onto a tripod, screw it in. Like, I just like 1/4-20 mounts on stuff because if I can screw it into something, I can mount it. I know for a fact I can do that. All right, no Joe? All right, let's move forward. Man, I'm like already losing my voice. All right, I do want to pull up the avatar. All right, this guy is on a ridiculous deal. Let's do this. All you drone kids, if you saw my video on this channel of the DJI Avata, I always say Avatar, but it's Avata. It's the POV drone. That's kind of the revision of the original POV drone where they shrunk down the goggles, right? And they made it nice and tight. And it's really like, it's built different, like design's different. And we ran this thing into everything by accident because that's what me and Fernando do. But you get the remote, the goggles, and the drone for almost $400 off, guys. I mean, this is crazy. For under $1,000 to get yourself a 4K POV style drone with the goggles and everything, that's kind of bananas. I mean, I don't know. If I was looking at POV drones and I didn't want to go into customizing one out, I didn't want to go into super high end, and I didn't want to go into something that isn't like the best, you know, I would really check out this DJI because this is actually a very capable drone. A lot of good flying time in this thing, and the transmission has been really good too. The latency is pretty low on it. From my experience, I felt that the latency was pretty low on it, so check that out. That video is on Adorama TV right here. Again, 4K, and you get the goggles and everything. So if you've been thinking about POV, or you know somebody that's POV, or you know who I find this is really good for if you're getting a gift, that drone guy that has every other drone but POV, right? You know that drone guy. They're always like, oh, I'm a drone guy. Yeah, get him the POV. You know, it's the get the POV one, right? Because they usually skip over that one. I don't know if you guys remember, but POV drones used to be like DIY. Like, it used to be a super like communal niche thing that guys would kind of glue and spot weld things together to get a POV setup going. And now they're just so commonplace. You can get a kit. Like, that's pretty rad, you know? All right. Whew, man. Your right camera is ghosting on the full frame. No, I actually didn't turn on any of the other cameras, so I switched to the wrong camera. If something goes wrong in this setup, it's 100% human error. It's always me. So if something goes wonky on Dan's stream or an event, it's always me, and you guys let me know about that in the chat. Mwah, I love you too. All right, let's move forward. What else do I got here? You guys, is there anything else that you are, look, there's no teleprompter. I got a light in my face, buddy. There's no teleprompter. If there was, I wouldn't be making mistakes. Come on. Are you trying to flex on me, man? Test shoot? What's going on here? I need a deal on a calibrated display. Well, like in ISO, or are you looking at, what are you looking for? Like a BenQ? What are you looking for? Because that, I gotta say, that might be a tall order. Because it's not exactly the most like wide net to cast for someone that needs a calibrated monitor, but we can take a look if you want. But let me know more about what you're looking at. Where are we at? Man, we're almost hitting the hour, guys. I can't believe how fast this went. No, thanks, Mike. I appreciate it. Mike Amcrit's in the chat, everybody. You know, let's go take just a look through the main page, because we're looking at iMacs on sale, right? I mean, a 27-inch 5K Retina display iMac is on sale. Like, that's crazy. Oh, that's what I wanted to bring up, was the Sony a7 III. Where are you? There's so many deals. Hang on. Sony a7, wait, where is it? 1 second, guys. Our top Cyber Monday deals. Hang on. The a7 III right here is on a pretty slick deal. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. So the thing about the Sony a7 III that I think, if you're new to photography and you're not really sure the significance of this camera set the point for all mid-range cameras. When this camera came out at a price of $2,000 when it came out, it put so many features in there that the entire market had to shift to going, okay, 2,000 is the price point, and we have to include these features, and it changed a lot. So I got to give a lot of credit to Sony for that. Now we're looking at this thing for under $1,500, right? A full frame 24 megapixel camera with full frame 4K. Don't forget that either, right? And I know you know someone who has this camera. My friend says the a7 III is amazing. Well, here it is, all right? So 15 stops of dynamic range, 14-bit uncompressed RAW. I mean, you have expanded ISO to 50, which is great. You know, and the famous Sony autofocus, right? 10 frames per second on the electronic shutter, which is nice. But I think having the full readout for 4K video is the thing, because it's when you go under this price point that you start seeing the 4K in a lot of cameras be cropped. You don't get the full frame, which means that wide angle lens you're gonna film yourself with is no longer wide angle, right? So keep that in mind. You know, you're looking at getting into this Sony system pretty easily with the a7 III right now. I thought it was a pretty good thing. So you do have two cameras half dissolved. What does that even mean? What is, you have two cameras half dissolved? I don't know what that means. All right, well, we're gonna move forward on that. Yeah, that's a new one. It's a pity you guys aren't discounting. I can't, guys. I'm trying.
Great deals.
Yeah, I mean, there's deals all over the place, and some of them are only here. And don't forget, the other thing that you got to remember, the trade-in department's 10%, right? So if you're looking at the used department for something higher end, want to play used prices, they take another 10% off of that. That's pretty good. And if you're a student in New York, you want to, actually in the store, even if you're visiting, right? In the store, 10% trade-in bonus, 10% discount off. So that's pretty good if you're trading in and you're coming into the store. He means the stream is showing both sources. Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. Sorry, guys. I'm managing 2 laptops, a pile of stuff, and all this other stuff. Sorry about that. All right. What about the deals on Glow softboxes? Let's go take a look. I guarantee you there's stuff on Glow. Have you guys tried out the Parasnaps? The Parasnaps are pretty solid. Yeah, everything's got a thing on it. Look at this. Octa-Quicks for 20 bucks off. You got 15 bucks off Easy Glock. I mean, these are already low-cost modifiers. We're talking about a $65 1x5 foot strip. Like, get out of here. Are you kidding me? You know how much a 6-foot strip light costs? Forget about it. You're already saying, and you're talking about $65 set. Okay, Parasnap 36. This is probably your most. This is probably your most universal as far as modifiers go. If you ask Daniel Norton what's the one modifier he would take if he could take anything, he says 3-foot octas, and I got to agree. You can do a lot with them, from residual light to feathering to narrowing it down, and also being able to cover a good amount of area. You can take off the front baffle, make it a harder light. I mean, so much. And they're taking $70 off of this thing. Pretty good. The Parasnaps, me and Dan have both been into it. I know Ab Cisse has been into them as well. No, I appreciate that, Dave. Thank you. Train Mary Arena on the switcher. Man, I tell you, if I train Mary on the switcher, the next thing I come in here, just be all like Sephora, and like she would have like hotkeys for Sephora, and like I mean, I love you, Mary. The power snaps are great. What I'm gonna say is, with the power snaps, just as like a tech thing, if you're gonna go in on those, make sure all your modifiers are that. Because you want your color to stay consistent on all your lights. And a lot of times people are like, why are my shadows blue, or why is this warmer? It's because you guys are mixing modifiers, so think about that. If you're looking for like a key and a fill, stay in power snaps, right? Stuff like that. Yeah, the Flashpoint and glow deals are bananas. You have the 44-inch, well, the 44-inch power snaps on deal also for $169. You're talking about a 4-foot Octa that can fold down flat and is built pretty well. Silver inlay, and you can change the adapter ring. So if you're someone that goes, I own Profoto, but I also have Flashpoint, I don't know what to get as far as the speed ring, don't worry about it. Just get both adapter rings, it's sick. I mean, really, it's that crazy. You know what I love about the power snap? You mount it on the light, and if you need room in your studio, you collapse it while it's still on the light. You can walk around and not have to take it off, disassemble it, all that stuff, right? You just go bang, it folds flat. I think you guys have seen that, a lot of people working like that, which we never really thought about that before until these designs, right? So that's very cool. Check out the power snaps, I dig those, but every single, okay, here we go. A 24-inch dish for the Explorer 300, 400 is 30 bucks. 30 bucks for a collapsible dish? Get out of here. You can't even complain anymore. All you young kids that complain about the gear these days, I can't even tell you. If you want to take a beauty dish in the field, you took a giant salad bowl size thing to go shoot. Now it's collapsible for $29? Like, get out of here. Who are you kids? Why are you talking to me? You know? But you can go on and on. Oh, nice. We got a 25, okay, so the lantern, you guys might want to pay attention to this one. 25-inch lantern is really nice. So let's say you guys are doing a podcast and you have people at in a round table. You can put a light in the center and evenly light everybody with one light. We did that for the Comedy Cellar here in New York for Robert Kelly, who, by the way, will also be a guest here if you're a fan of Robert Kelly. He's going to be in 3 weeks, I think. We're going to see Robert Kelly here. Anyway, the Comedy Cellar needed better lighting in their podcast studio. So we hooked them up. I hung a Nanlite and I clicked in a lantern like this, and I got even light around. It's also really good if you want to put light in a studio that has a lot of white walls and floor, like me and Daniel's studio, because when you knock that light into your subject, it's bouncing around all residual and you're getting fill light you didn't even account for. So you get like that more open type look from a modifier that doesn't have to be too big or adding extra lights. Also, another thing you can do with it is shoot your subject as a key and then put in V-flats or be around a white wall, and then it'll kick behind you and come back. You can't really say that about things that are only firing forward. This is firing a 360-degree expulsion. Pretty nice. And you're doing this for $49. Who are you people that complain these days? Look at this. It's bananas. And I know some of you guys are like, oh, Seth, I only shoot fashion with parabolics. Cool, look at that, a 55-inch parabolic for $250. Does anybody remember when a 55-inch parabolic was $5,000? Does anybody remember those days? I do. You had to go rent it, right? Now you can own it, and the 55-inch is pretty cool because you can focus that light how you want, but a 55-inch also means if you're in a smaller studio, you can still have a harder light source while still being a larger light source. Like you're in a space that can't move the light physically, but you can move the rod on this light. Does that make sense to you guys? So if you can't move the stand back or forward, you can still focus or defocus this light. So you might want to think about that if you're looking to do head-to-toe looks in a smaller space. If you're looking to get that hard look, but still that hard, soft look. I know I hate saying it like that. Ab also says it like that too. But if you're looking for parabolics, check out the Glow Profound. I actually own the 40-something inch myself. Do they have it here? No. But if you're looking at parabolics, now's the time to jump in on that. We are at 1 o'clock, so are we going to be doing a Gleam giveaway?
5 more minutes.
I got called for 5 more minutes from the penalty box. We're going to go into this. Yeah, the rod system. So the rod system is what is so great about parabolics, in my opinion, is being able to focus things, right? And the point I'm trying to make is this was not touchable before. You could not afford this stuff before. You could not own this type of stuff before. But now, if you want that parabolic, hard-hit look in a larger light source, because the thing is, a light is softer based on how big it is in relation to our subject. If a light is bigger in relation to our subject, it will be softer. But if you need a bigger light source to be harder, that's where you run into this dichotomy thing that's going to be real hard to manage. That's where I feel you get it from parabolics, all right? That probably was the worst explanation ever. I apologize, guys. Again, I'm fresh off a plane with no sleep and half a vocal cord left, but we're doing this. Don't forget, in that chat is the Gleam giveaway. I got Scuba Steve back here. If you guys didn't know, Scuba.com is also an Adorama company. If you guys are looking to get the underwater photography and you need some, stuff to actually breathe with, maybe go check out Scuba.com. All right. If you're in New York, it's actually a store. Yeah, if you want to go into a place and just go figure out scuba diving, you can get certified and all that stuff. 17th Street behind Adorama. You come in here, you annoy Joe about the lighting, you say hi to Maury so he feels special, and then you go to 17th and you go, I never went scuba diving before, fill my brain. They'll do it. I'm not even joking. They will get you certified. Go say what's up to Mary and bring her, what do you like?
Sharks. Yeah, bring me a shark.
Give her some Krispy Kreme, all right?
That'll do too.
Yeah. All right. Anything else you guys are looking at while we're doing this? Because I'm running on fumes here and about to hit nitrous for a second. All right. Yeah, I need some. Yeah, I should have an oxygen tank here. I should have a regulator here. Yeah. So this is a good point. So test shoots saying backdrops, filters, effects. Keep in mind, this is the time you buy the expendables, right? So if you need that can of fog, you need those backdrops that you're gonna, cut through and stuff like that. Now's the time you don't want to always have to pay full on stuff you're going to end up throwing out because it's expendable. Check it out here. Gaff tape, right? Just check out all that stuff. Get Seth to do a scuba camera video. I almost got certified, and then I flaked.
You will.
Oh, yeah.
2024.
2024. I had a sinus infection when they were doing this. Whatever, I'm not good. You need an underwater case for a Sony A7R III. Ooh, that's a bit of an order. Okay. I don't even know. Sony A7R3 underwater. A7R5, A2, A7R2, A7S2, A7R2. No, I'm not going to spend the stream looking at it, but there's definitely underwater housings at Adorama. You can check them out. I don't think the A7R2 one's going to fit. Keep in mind, you want to get those buttons to be correct for the body and all that stuff. Fun fact, we used to have to buy underwater housings for our cameras here in New York, even if you didn't go underwater, because if you shot BTS for commercial or movies, they couldn't hear the camera. So you had to get these dampening, you had to get underwater housings used because you never wanted to, and then you stuffed it and you put your camera in there so that no one could hear you while you were shooting. If you didn't have that, you were not working that job here in New York. And that paid my rent a few times. So good, it got me into Viacom. Anyway, how about the PGY Tech high-speed card reader? I don't know if that's going to be on deal, but that is a pretty cool little device. Card reader. Let's take a look together. Oh, wait, actually there is. $4 off. Still something, right? But this is a pretty cool one because it's a memory card case and a reader. So it puts it all together. You don't have to carry two different things, Now we just rock electronic shutters. It's true. Yep. Nanlite 300s. Let's take a look. I do like, you're looking at me lit by a bunch of Nanlites. So let's take a look at the Nanlite 300 together. Yeah, $200. What? Yo. All right. The Nanlite Forza series is sick. I'm a big fan of it. I have beaten the hell out of the one I own myself. I have a 720B. I have murdered this thing and it's still going consistent as day one. The Nanlite Forza 300B, bicolor, 350 watt, and they're taking $200 off? That's sick. All right, that's pretty nice. And if you're in Nanlite system, you know that's a good deal. Also, if you're someone that's looking to save a bit of money, $400 for a 300 FS. So this is the lower tier of the Nanlite system, but it's still bicolor and 300 for, come on guys, $60 off, that's great. The Fresnel is on sale? Oh man, all right, okay, I gotta stop looking at this. All right. If you guys are, okay, having said that, if you guys are ready to hear who won the second $50 gift card, I want you to type ready in the chat and what you shoot with, all right? I want to hear what you shoot with and are ready in that chat. Otherwise, no one's winning anything. I swear. Hang on a second. Let me Windex. Yeah, Forza line is great. The 720 with the I have the 720B. If you watch my YouTube channel, my personal channel, and you see that the whole daylight goes blue, that's because the Forza 720 is in tungsten light. I balance for neutral, and then everything else goes blue. It's that light. Taking down an entire daylight studio. It's painted white. It's sick. I love that light. Shout out to Paul Fishkin. All right. Canon R6, Nikon Z8. All right, Deborah. Oh, I do know Deborah. Deborah, don't I always see you in the Grays live strat? Is that you? Congratulations on the $50 gift card. Man, everybody's in there. XT5. The Fujifilm X-T5 is a great camera. Check out our video on Adorama TV. That was one of my favorite videos we ever shot with a chubby one-eyed cat and a piano and a composer I know here in New York. I love that video, and that cat was a lot of fun to squish. It was like, it was so chubby, it went 2 feet and just laid there. So, Nikon Z9, Z7 IIs, A7R5s, Canon R6s, Z7 IIs, S1s, Panasonic S1s, okay. A whole bunch of groups in here. D610, you know, King Garcia, I know exactly that you should have King, because you were in my Comic-Con video, weren't you? We talked about your Nikon. All right. Oh, really? All right. I see this guy in the chat all the time. The winner of the second $50 gift card is Michael Carbajal. Welcome. Congratulations, Michael Carbajal. You won a $50 gift card, and you can use that here in the store or online. So there's that. And don't forget, there's still giveaways going on, guys. If you guys want, don't forget to enter the holiday giveaway that's going on the whole time. You can get an A7R4 with the lens, the 20 to 70, is it? It's the 28 to 70 3556 and a Pelican of your choice. As long as it's under $500, pick whatever you want. You know, you can get whatever case you need. All right, guys. But that's pretty cool if that's going on. And Adorama is always doing giveaways, so don't forget to add them on X or Twitter. I'm going to call it Twitter. Twitter. It's Twitter. Yeah. Add Adorama on Twitter. Don't forget to reply to a bunch of stuff. Stay consistent in the community. Stay visual, right? Use hashtag create no matter what on everything you shoot. Don't forget, there's also the Printique, bada bing, Printique offer going on, and you guys can use this code to save 25 on your printing for the holiday season. And this is a great time to do this when you guys shoot families for their holiday cards and all that stuff. Save the money on the printing. Save the money and get the margin, right? This is the time. Get your stuff printed at Printique and Adorama. It's the Adorama Print House. And if not, you know, maybe start cranking out, getting a calendar together. You know what I'm saying? Start selling a calendar for next year. Whew, man, I am special. A bottle of Windex signed by Seth. You know, this is signed. I have to put my name on it or someone takes it. So, you know. Listen, if you touched mics all day, you do the same thing. Also, it keeps my white shirts white, you know. All right. Any last questions, you guys? We've been going for an hour straight. What photography gift would you love under $300? You know, this is going to sound boring, but I will always accept someone getting me hard drives. And because what's the point of shooting anything if I can't save it? Why should I make Sophie's choice about deleting stuff so I can keep going forward? I think giving people hard drives should be like a main, forget flowers. Just be like, here's a Western Digital. You know? You're letting them keep what they worked so hard for, right? I think it's a good gift because everything else is a compatibility thing, right? SD, CF Express. I don't know what kind of memory card they use, what kind of camera sensor they use. I can't you know, if you want to get something super creative for them, gels are always like packs and packs of gels are always a fun gift because you never really know what you want to shoot with unless it's in front of your face. Get them every gel pack there is. If you got $300 for a gift, gel packs, baby, super fun. What's your preferred backup hard drive? The one that works. I'll tell you, it sounds awful, but I do use. And in the event space, we do use G-RAIDs. So SanDisk Pro G-RAID systems. We use the 12 terabyte here, and I have a few 12 terabytes at home. I haven't had any issues with them, and you can change out the hard drives on them if they fill up. So it's pretty good, and it's Western Digital, man. You know, how you be storing all that data? No, how are you storing all that data? For serious, you know, it's kind of crazy when you think about all the supplemental stuff. It's not just the camera, it's the supplemental that kind of eat at you. You think, I got the camera, let's go. But it's like, cool, you got memory? Well, then you're not shooting anything. Cool, you got batteries? Well, then you're not shooting anything. Oh, you got a way to carry with you? Well, then it's not coming with you, right? So it's all the stuff that's like, oh, I need, you know, you have to be a grown-up after you get it, right? You get the toy, but then you got to go be a grown-up. That's kind of the thing. But yeah, don't forget, check out VIP Pro, $49 to get free 2-day shipping and double the points. Remember, again, points. If you guys are going to spend money on stuff like this, go get the points for it. It's good. It's there for you anyway, right? But if you do get the VIP Pro, it's the $49 a year, and these double, right? So that 1,000 points becomes 2,000 points pretty quickly, and you get the $20 back, right? So that right there could easily be a micro SD card for your drone. Done. right? So think about it like that. Oh my gosh. All right, last call, guys. Last call. I am sort of not here right now. Any questions? Are we good? Anything I got to mention that I didn't mention?
Great.
I think it's, All right, don't forget Cyber Monday. There are exclusives that are only happening today. That's what Cyber Monday is. Some of them are going for the whole holiday season, but if you're looking for something, today's the day to really strike on it because it might not be here tomorrow. There are a lot, I'm looking at papers full of things that have this just in, it's just crazy. I'm just gonna make sure. All right, don't forget Cliff Hausner is live in the event space tomorrow. He'll be lighting live. We never get to see formal demos from Cliff. I am so excited for my uncle Cliff to come in here, and he's an uncle to us all, the legendary. You guys have no idea what you're in for. Adorama Events is the new YouTube channel. Hit subscribe over there. Don't miss anything, including my own demos. So if you guys want to see me shoot the store director as what did I shoot him as? A lizard creature. That was on Halloween. It's on that channel. Don't forget, we got, oh no, we're not going to talk about that because that might not be. And 10% off used. You guys know about that. Shop with confidence, 180-day warranty. That's pretty good. Not bad. Printique, 25% off. You know about that. Oh, yeah. And don't forget, guys, Adorama is a credit card. So if you want, there's financing options of all types, not just a credit card. Check out all the stuff on the site. I am not legally of a level to talk to you about it. So go check out that. And I'll tell you, every lawyer on earth tells me I'm just of no legal level, and every cop too, trust me. All right, the giveaway is still going. The A7R4 giveaway is still going. Still going. When's that over? Sunday. Till Sunday you have on that. So stay in on Adorama Social. Hawk it. They want to hear from you. They want to make sure you're there. So it's the end of the week. Yeah, nobody actually won any. Don't start that. All right. And also, Adorama is a very nimble brand, I'll say, and stuff just pops up on sale as we go forward. They find some other stock. They find a way. They'll make more sales. So keep checking Adorama.com. Stay up on all the social. Follow on Instagram because I go live on Adorama's Instagram from here. So go follow them over there. And yeah, I think how do I enter? The link is in the chat. Link is in the chat. Go to Adorama.com. Poke around. Don't forget, build a store in LA. Funny you should say that. Not that there's a store in LA, but Adorama has warehouses now closer to California, shipping faster than ever before. Utah is shipping out of Utah to get to you. So they made sure that to be able to ship all over the country faster than ever before by building massive warehouses. So California, we know you're a huge base. What's up? We got you covered, baby. It's all good. I know you want a place to step into maybe, but I think Adorama TV will keep you company all week long, always, and we're always live. I promise you that. So so Jacob Photographer says it's almost same day delivery, and he's you're in Salt Lake, Jacob? Sony A7 IV. Has it been the A7 IV the whole time? I've been saying the A7R4. It's A7 IV. I've been saying it wrong the entire time.
Okay.
Let me rewind that. A7 IV, full frame, 33 megapixel camera, a lot of feature packed in there, flip out screen, all that stuff. This is what replaced the A7 III that we were just talking about, so it's an even better version of that. And I apologize about that. Still full frame mirrorless camera, which is sick. So either way, it's a free camera. Stop, whatever. All right. And that was my fault. My fault. My fault. Oof. All right, guys. Last questions, or we're out of here. But I hope you guys have a great holiday season with your family. Go do whatever you're going to do. As creatives, I know we just spend all the gift money on ourselves. So save it now. Save it now. Look. My dad gets it. He gets it. I need that lens. I got you, I just bought myself the Nikon 40mm f2 lens because I thought it was a lot of fun on the ZF, which is a banger camera. All right. Okay. All right, guys. I will see you on the next one tomorrow. Adorama Events YouTube channel. We'll be here with Cliff. Dan's always live from here. The channel's always rocking. Don't forget to subscribe, hit like, share the video around, hit me up in the comments. And listen, I will see you probably here next year for another round, but there's always deals going on at Adorama, I swear. There really are, and I wouldn't be going this hard for a brand that I didn't think was of value to our community, what we built. I promise you that. So check them out, and check out the financing options, check out the VIP Pro, check out the point system, check out the giveaways, all the stuffs. And if you're in New York, say hi to Maury. He's really sad by himself all the time, okay? All right, guys. I don't know. Have a great. If I don't see you, have a great New Year, all right, guys? And be good to each other. If we can find the out screen, and we'll see you on the next one. Later, guys.